I'm Steve Fletcher. I'm a graduate of the American Studies program at the University of Minnesota, and now I'm the executive director of a think tank called Minnesota 2020. Working at a think tank is a lot like being in an American Studies program. We're trying to see the connective threads and sort of where we can make policy interventions that'll make a difference. I mean, it's really fun work. I really like doing it. I show up every day and I get to think about interesting stuff and talk to interesting people and put ideas out into the world that people interact with in a great way. Minnesota 2020's goal is to generate content in the form of original research, in the form of opinion pieces, either on our website or in traditional media. So we're constantly putting stuff out to newspapers and television that advances a progressive agenda. We have a worldview that says, the world is better if we take care of everybody, and that there's a lot of things that we can do collectively to make this world more fair, more sustainable, and a better place to live. American Studies is an interdisciplinary field that tries to look at American life through a lot of different lenses. And so, for me at least, it recognizes the complexity of the world, that things that happen aren't just explained by the economy or aren't just explained by a history that led to this moment. I hire researchers who write for Minnesota 2020, and the researchers who have been successful are the ones who are willing to step outside of their disciplinary comfort zone. And that's not always something that you get trained to do in narrow disciplines. It's one thing to learn how to door knock and to learn how to cut turf and to learn the mechanics of door knocking and running campaigns, but you can still get to the door and have a pretty inauthentic conversation with people. And I think the more we work together and learn from each other, the better people get at that. And so we had our breakthroughs by doing the kind of thinking that American Studies really prepares you to do. If you're going to draw anything from my experience with college, take courses that sound interesting, that don't relate to your major, or what you think your major is going to be. Take stuff that's going to push you out of your comfort zone a little bit. For me, American Studies, was absolutely the major I should have been in, and I didn't find it until my junior year. Don't lock into anything too quickly. It's way better finding out that, that's not my department, than lock yourself in and never find the thing that you'd really spark to. American Studies was a place that I could ask this really broad question that didn't necessarily fit in a discipline. But sometimes to see the whole picture, you've got to be able to use different methods together to really figure it out.